Wow, I never knew life could get so stressful. Holy, all this financing and budgeting stuff. I was totally not prepared for this. Did not expect it. But anyway, since I'm here, let's just look at some math things. See if I can look back on some of my math tests and see if there's something that can help me with my money. Can use some Pascal's triangle for budgeting. And I can find the point of intersection and use that to get myself out of debt. Yeah, that should probably do. Wow, I never knew life could get so stressful. Holy, all this financing and budgeting stuff. I was totally not prepared for this. Did not expect it. But anyway, since I'm here, let's just look at some math things. See if I can look back on some of my math tests and see if there's something that can help me with my money. Can use some Pascal's triangle for budgeting. And I can find the point of intersection and use that to get myself out of debt. Yeah, that should probably do. And in my crib today, I'm going to be talking to you about how school doesn't prepare you fully for life. School makes you work for money when money should be working for you. And I'm going to talk to you about this in 3 different sections. First one being what they teach us in school. Second section being what they don't teach us in school. And the third section being what we can do to change this to make it better. Talk to you today, and that is what they do teach us in school, so what we learn now. And I'm going to emphasize 3 of the many things that I feel are pointless to learning in school. The first one being cursive writing. No one uses cursive writing anymore because technology is so advanced that we can just type something up on the computer and it looks better because it's easier to read. And people no longer have to use cursive writing to write letters and communicate with people because we have technology for that. Another point being Shakespeare. Shakespeare, I feel, is pointless to learn because you're reading in a complete different language and not understanding what's going on unless you're using the translated version. So I feel like instead of this, we should have more opportunities to public speak and learn about the gestures and behaviors of a professional, good public speaker, such as the president or even our prime minister. And then the third point involves math. Now, I think we can all agree that in math, there's a lot of things that you really think that you shouldn't be learning. For example, Pascal's triangle. Not once have I found a useful purpose for that in my life other than passing my math class. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say is that if these things were taken out of the curriculum, it would leave more room for more lifelike topics in the curriculum for us to learn at the mandatory courses that we have to take. So now we're going to get into the meat and the main reason of why I'm here to talk to you today, and that is to emphasize what they don't teach us in school. So I'm going to basically emphasize that point with 3 main points. So the first point being that in school they don't teach you about investing or managing your money at a young age or the stock market and how to pick stocks and stuff like that. And the reason behind that is because the government wants you to work for money. They want you to go to work 10 hours a day so you can buy the things you want in life, which we think is life, and it makes sense. But the reality is the top millionaires in the world make money work for them. If you look at Bill Gates, he makes money work for him. And now we're moving on to the second point, which is in the real world, your self-esteem doesn't really matter that much. And the real world's going to expect you to accomplish something good before you feel good about yourself. So they're not going to want to hear about the excuses or if you had a bad night or you couldn't sleep or if you're too stressed out. And this gets me to a sub-point of that, which is basically that life's not fair. Get used to it. The third point being that your school may be done away with winners and losers, but life hasn't. And in school, you basically get unlimited chances to get something right. But in life, you're not going to get a 3rd or 6th chance or unlimited chances to get something right. You're basically going to get one opportunity and one shot. So basically, you don't want to miss that chance, and you want to take full advantage of it in real life. And the emphasis of what I'm trying to say here is that school prepares you to get a good job and not how to live with it. Let's move on to the last part of why I'm here to talk to you today, and that is going to be emphasized with 3 main points. First point being that there needs to be more applications of life in school. So in math class, you don't need to learn a lot of that stuff like sinusoidal graphing and transformations and moving in or the point of intersection. That's not going to get you out of debt or tell you how to budget your life or how to save money at a young age, right? So that's what we need to change. And say in English class, we need to do a research project on the top millionaire in the world and you need to see what they're doing that made them so successful so that you can be successful in life. And that moves me on to my second point, which is that there needs to be more consequences to your actions. So if you do something good, you can be acknowledged. Not rewarded, but acknowledged. And if you do something bad, there has to be consequences to it. And this leads me to like a sub-point in the sense that you need to be able to fail a grade, even in elementary school. Because by moving them on, you're not only setting them up for failure for the next grade, but the grades after and after. And I think that's why we constantly see kids failing grades, because they're not held back the 1 year that they need to be held back when they're young. And the third point that I want to talk about, and the final point, is that school needs to stop shadowing life. They need to teach us that life is going to be hard. Life's going to knock you down, and the stress that we experience as teenagers is not nearly as close as what our parents, say for example, go through each and every day. And they need to teach us more about the challenges that life is going to throw at us. So in a nutshell, I feel like school needs to be changed in order to make us more successful and for us to face the challenges that life throws at us every day, like paying your bills, or things that make you successful in life and that make money work for you rather than you work for money. It'll make you happier as a person. About what we learn in school, what we don't learn in school, and how it can all be changed and altered in order to make it better. And I want to leave you with the final point being that, once again, school makes you work for money when you're older and not allow money to work for you. School prepares you to get a job but not how to live with it. And I'm not putting school down. I think they teach us a lot of stuff that's useful in life, but I just feel like it's not perfect and that it can be changed just like everything else in this world, and I feel like we can learn a little more about life in school.